Dear students, today I am going to explain the factors on which resistance of conductor depends. Yesterday you know resistance is the position property of any conductor which oppose the flow of electric current. Today, what are the factors which are responsible for the resistance? So I am going to explain one by one factors on which resistance depends. First factor is length of conductor, length of wire, which is represented by L. Resistance is directly proportional to the length of conductor. Resistance is directly proportional to the length of conductor or wire. In mathematical form, R varies L. R for resistance, L is the length of conductor, so resistance is directly proportional to L. This means if L is increased, resistance will also increase. If length L is decreased, the resistance is also decreased. This is directly proportional. You know from class 8 mathematics, directly means if one quantity increases, another quantity also increases. This is known as directly proportional. If one quantity decreases, the another quantity also decreases. This is directly proportional. Okay, this means if we have longer wire and shorter wire of same thickness, a longer wire has more resistance than the shorter wire. So this is the first factor. Now second factor, area of cross section of wire or conductor, that is thickness. It is denoted by capital A. Resistance is inversely proportional to the area of cross section of conductor or wire, that is thickness. Inversely proportional. This means if one quantity increases, another quantity decreases. So R varies 1 by A. This means if area cross section, that is the thickness of the wire, is increased, in such condition the resistance will decrease. If the thickness of wire is decreased, the resistance will increase. This means a thick and thin. There are two types of wire, a thick wire and thin wire. Suppose that a wire is thicker, that is 10 mm wire, another wire is 6 mm wire, is the thickness. This means the 10 mm wire has low resistance in comparison to 6 mm wire. This means if you are given two wires, thick and thin, a thick wire has less resistance in comparison to thin wire. That's why it is better to prefer in our circuit a thick wire. Okay. Nature of material. Third factor is nature of materials. All of you know in electric circuit, conducting wire is made up of either aluminum or copper. In some cases, silver wire is also used. So there are different type of conductor, different type of wire, such as aluminum, copper, silver, maybe platinum or gold. A silver wire has less resistance than copper. This means silver has better conductivity in comparison to copper. Similarly, copper has less resistance than aluminum. This means if we compare aluminum and copper, copper is the better conductor. So this is the nature of material on which resistance depends. Resistance low means conductivity high. Resistance high means conductivity low. Okay. Now fourth factor is also here, that is temperature. This is valid only for pure metal. It is found practically that if the temperature is increased for pure metal, in such condition resistance of that conductor or metal will also increase. That's why all the heating devices needs not a pure metal but alloy, a mixture of two or more metals. Okay, in heater, electric irons, the coil made is not any pure metal but alloy, a mixture of two or more metal, maybe non-metal. So what is the effect of temperature on the resistance? For pure metal, if the temperature is increased, the resistance is also increased. If the temperature is decreased, resistance also decreased. So these are the four main factors. Out of these four factors, two factors are very important on which we have to solve some numerical problem based on resistance and resistivity, which I will explain in my next class. Thanks. That's all.